a construction update, and actually I'm going to do a little bit of a facility update on summer projects. So the PDC, we have our first meeting in there this week. Here's just a few of the pictures. This is the first floor, a couple of the rooms. So the tables out of the old PDC, we moved over and filled up the first floor. The second floor, we ordered some new furniture. It's not here yet, so we've got some loaner tables and chairs going in there. They went in there today, and that'll get us through until the 23rd when our real furniture shows up, and then they'll switch that out. So that building's going really good. We've already moved a couple staff members in, and some more will come on contract in the next couple of weeks, and we'll move them into their new offices. Out at HAR-BER, we've got a lot of work going on out there. This is just some of the new fence that's going around the track. We have put new turf on the football field. That's complete. We've put in new fences, got rid of the plastic fence that was deteriorated from the sun. We'll be finishing up some drink rails on the north end of that. That'll finish up this week. That'll complete the football field. And then they're going to start working on the multi-use field in the middle of the track. They're going to put turf down there and then resurface the track. There was a damaged spot on the northwest corner from a drainage pipe. They're going to repair that and then resurface the track. We're also doing some work on the batting cages and the tennis courts. They had some storm damage, so that's in the works also. So those will be, those projects will just be ongoing, and we'll get those done as soon as we can. The Industrial Arts Building. So Southern Brothers, they're moving all their focus over to the Industrial Arts Building. So they're putting in a lot of the HVAC. So this is a shop area on the north side. Garage doors are in. They've got their first coat of paint on the walls. This is one of the classrooms. They're getting the ductwork put in there and the HVAC units. And yesterday today they had their in-wall inspections. And then once we get it passed, we'll start putting in the sheetrock and finishing all of the inside finishes. So this is the shop area. You can see all the sprinkler lines and everything going in. So there's still a lot of work going on over there, but we look like we'll get it like August 10th. We did have one issue on the sprinkler line. There was a valve that was bad, and the city was waiting till school got out to change that valve because they were going to take the system down. So about 3 weeks ago, they got that valve changed. And so we did our calculations, and the 4-inch line that was existing in that building won't handle the water flow that we need for that building. So we're having to tap onto a 12-inch water line that runs on the west side of this building, and then bring a new 6-inch into this. So that's probably going to happen after school starts. We did get all the drawings done today. We got that over to the city and the water department for them to approve. And then once they approve it, they will send it to the health department to approve. But once the city approves it, we can go ahead and start the work before it gets the final approval. So we're moving on that as quick as we can. I'm working with the fire department. If it's not completed by the time school starts and we get kids in there, to work on a plan B to possibly do a fire walk. I'd have somebody in the building just walking, if there is a fire, can get on the intercom, let everybody know, evacuate it. So we're working on a plan B in case we can't get this work done in time. Other projects we have, we've been working on Westwood with the architect to get the drawings to meet all the POR requirements for the state. I think we've got that accomplished. I met with the principal today. So the architect's starting to put in all the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing into the plans and continue to work on those drawings. Tyson Elementary, we're doing some work over there on all the floors. All the floors will be polished by the end of the week. The epoxy floors are going in the restrooms, and then once that cures for a couple days, we'll put in the new fixtures and partitions. And they're already putting some of the metal soffits and fascia back on the building. So that work will go on. I met with the principal. We're going to meet the kindergarten jumpstart deadline. Parson Hills, we're redoing the floor in the kitchen, and then we're adding a sped room over there. So we're actually changing locations of the lounge and the sped room. So that work is going on. It'll be done before school starts. Springdale High, we replaced the roof on the 600, and then we're putting on new HVAC units, and those will go back up on the roof on the 28th, which is a Saturday, and then we'll get those, do a startup on those. George Elementary, we've had all new heat and air units in that school. All the units are on except the 2 rooftop units. They haven't got here yet. So as soon as they arrive, we'll get a crane over and get them set in place. But they're back. Everything's back up and going other than those 2. And then our custodial department this summer, we've been removing carpet and polishing floors. So they've done Springdale High School. They've done the 1000 building and the 600 building. George Elementary, we had 16 rooms there. We removed carpet there. J.O. Kelly, they removed it in 44 classrooms. Sonora Middle School, they removed 40 classrooms. And then Tyson Elementary, they did 31 rooms and the main office. So they're on track to finish that up and have custodians back in the building, in their own buildings on I think it's the 28th is the plan. So, you guys have any questions?
All going smooth.
It's all going smooth, just like normal.